For the first time in over 60 years, Fleadh Cheoil has moved north to the packed streets of Derry. And fittingly, 5 young northern musicians open tonight's programme. Collectively, they trade as Fleadh. Individually, they're Rosie Ferguson on fiddle, Joanna Boyle banjo, Emma Robinson flute, Alana Flynn on bowron, and Declan McGee on keyboards. A lively jig and reel set from Fleadh, including the Rookery and Hayden's.
It's a remarkable statistic, but in its 60-year history, Fleadh Cheoil has been hosted by no less than 22 different towns across the country.
Now the Fleadh's making its own bit of history by coming north of the border for the very first time to the beautiful and historical city of Derry. Traditional music followers from the northern counties who've been great supporters of the Fleadh now find themselves paying host to thousands of visitors from all over the world.
Now, the Fleadh is the usual mix of competition and concerts, impromptu pub and street sessions, and all of this is set against an atmosphere of great fun and crack. And so over the next 6 weeks, Evie and myself will be dipping into the special atmosphere that is Fleadh Cheoil from Derry.
And on Guildhall Square, a fine Derry welcome awaits 2 very popular overseas guests. English-based pair Tim Eadie on accordion and New Zealand-born Brendan Power on harmonica. They're playing the lilting band She and the Corner House Reel.
get much better than that. Tim Eady and Brendan Power. An obvious question, I suppose, but Tim being from Kent and you being a Kiwi, Brendan, what brought you two guys to traditional Irish music?
Mum's from Dublin, that was my Irish link, but I just love the music, John.
And my grandfather was from Waterford. I'm still trying to trace my family background in Waterford, but I go back to New Zealand a lot. That's just where I grew up, so yeah.
What draws you back to the traditional tunes again, back to the source?
Well, I started out actually playing blues on the harmonica, and I think Irish music, the soul and the in the music is actually akin to blues in a way, even though they're quite different styles. So I think it's that bluesy, soulful quality of the music, plus the sheer thrill of the technical side. Just playing fast tunes accurately and with a great rhythm. There's a great buzz in it when you get it together. So yeah.
How about you, Kim?
Well, I think the sort of rhythm and the emotion, and just the drive, and particularly for me, I like, as you probably know, John, I love the Begley and Cooney era. That's how I sort of learned. I love the power of it, power of it, and the drive.
Yeah. And finally, gentlemen, Derry as a whole city for Fleadh Cheoil na hÉireann, has it come up to the mark? Do you think?
This is once in a lifetime, isn't it? Really, for it to be, it's incredible, isn't it?
It's got everything. It's got everything.
Amazing sausages.
The one thing in plentiful supply at the Fleadh is variety. The musicians here are from Ballinasloe and the Shanos dancer is from Zimbabwe. Cuthbert Tura Aratura is a Belfast-based Shanos dancer, and he and musicians Maria Corcoran, Cora and Ronan Hanrahan had just met up in Derry's Guildhall Square.
Wasn't that some Shanos demonstration? Tura, can I ask you, where did you learn the dancing?
Connemara.
And what brought you to Shanos dancing? Why do you like doing it so much?
Shanos is the essence of Irish soul. When you see Shanos, you see the spirit of Irish people. Free, wild, at Sir August Amera.
Agus Tura, tá Gaeilge agat, where did you learn your Irish?
Bohan na wall, fat na chair, August Dunna na nal.
In Nunangal.
Shana.
It's Cain Fánach where did the Cuid Gaeilge in Connemara?
Connemara, we make Fulham, Dasser and Shanos, or Connemara.
Okay.
Or Divan, August or Hippikeen, August couple of muncher, fat na down, fat na chair. So, Tanchanga intak tabatak. When I was coming here, my grandmother said to me, go there, learn the language. The only way you learn about the people is through their language. They will embrace you. Once you learn their language, you'll get into the soul of the people.
While Cuthbert was explaining his newfound Irishness, the Trad for Trócaire message was being spread by a group of young musicians from Glasgow, Longford, Derry and Donegal.
Derry's Guildhall has hosted many historic occasions over the years, and it had another to its long history by becoming the information and administrative office of Fleadh Cheoil na hÉireann. Just one example of the contribution that Derry City Council and all the other civic groups made to the successful running of the Derry Fleadh on this, its year as City of Culture.
There's music to be found all over the city, but it's great to see so many young people playing and from all over the country as well.
I was warmly welcomed into this session of some very talented musicians from all over the country, and some of the great session standard tunes like the Star of Munster and known to musicians from all counties. Right around Derry, there were sessions like this, bringing young musicians together, sharing their talent and entertaining the regular Fleadh goers.